One day, there was an old lady next door to me who was getting rid of her son's things. She was really old, and everyone on the street thought she was strange. Her son had gone missing, and she was told to just think of him as good as dead. So she was getting rid of everything he owned to help her get over the grief. In the pile was a laptop that looked almost brand new. I went out and asked her how much she wanted for it, and she said in the lowest, saddest voice ever, "Just take it. I've lost the only good thing in my life. I don't need anything," she said. So I took the laptop back to my house and logged on. There was no password, and when I got to the desktop, it was littered with documents that an average college kid would have. I proceeded to do a system restore to make it free for my use. A day went by until it was completely done, and I logged on, created a new profile, all that good stuff. But I noticed there was still 3 files left on there. The first one was a PNG file, the second a text file, and the third a wave titled 0065729. I clicked on the PNG file first. The file opened in WordPad, which was odd. I tried right-clicking and opening it in a photo viewer, but there wasn't one on the computer, so I gave up on that and opened the text file. This time, it opened in Windows Office 98. That was also strange, for this computer had Windows 7 on it, and looking through the programs on the Start menu, there was no Windows Office at all. The text had hyphens and underscores everywhere, in black, but no visible text, until I highlighted it to copy it. The now visible text reads, "This is a warning. If you watch the video, there's no going back. Watching it will make it come for you." Thinking this was some sort of a hack the kid was working on, I clicked out of the text file and opened the wave. At first, all that is seen is a black screen with a very small light that seemed very far in the distance. Then I started hearing voices. Slow at first, but then they grew to a unified moan. It sounded like 20 or more voices. One stood out over all the rest. "Help me," it said. Then a horrifying face of rotting flesh took over the entire screen. The agonizing screams pierced my ears. I closed out of it, but the screams could still be heard until they slowly dulled into silence. That's the video he watched the night he disappeared. But when he watched it, the title was 006533728, said the boy's mother, startling me out of the horrifying video. I was starting to get freaked out, so I told her to just go home and relax, and she left. I locked the doors and made sure all the windows were closed. I didn't want whatever the thing in the video was coming for me. I went to the home screen to open up the internet and noticed the text file had been modified within the time I had watched the video. I opened it, and written in red chiller font was, "I warned you about watching it." And then the PNG file opened in a file viewer that I had never heard of before, and it was changed to a GIF file. It made me almost vomit. It was a picture of the boy that lived next door, and his face slowly decomposing. And then there was my face. As the picture changed into a rotten figure, I felt my face start to fall apart. Then I heard my piercing screams. I screamed. "Help me, please!"